If you are the caregiver of a loved one who's suffering from Alzheimer's disease, you've probably experienced what most caregivers usually feel. Feelings of fear, isolation, guilt, anger, and inadequacy. Maybe you've even felt helpless because you felt you couldn't do anything to stop Alzheimer's from destroying the life of your loved one and destroying your own life along the way. The good news is this. Until there's a cure for Alzheimer's, there are effective strategies you can use that enable you to successfully manage the disease and rise above its adverse effects on your family. Here are 4 essential steps for providing the best care for your loved one, while also protecting yourself from emotional, physical, and financial devastation.
Step 1. You need to create a plan. As soon as Alzheimer's disease is diagnosed or even suspected, you must have a plan of action in place that will keep you moving forward instead of sinking into despair or helplessness. When you have a step-by-step roadmap, such as the one you'll be shown at the end of this video, you'll be able to handle the diverse aspects of being an Alzheimer's caregiver with the greatest of ease. For example, you'll need to put 2 legal documents in place immediately. And those documents must contain 3 essential items that will help eliminate your risk of losing your life savings, your retirement plan, and all your assets, including your home, in the process of caring for your loved one. Step 2. Avoid the devastating mistakes that Alzheimer's caregivers commonly make. These mistakes include the failure to make the necessary preparations on a timely basis, and thereby not qualifying for financial assistance from the government. Other common mistakes include the incorrect titling of assets, not knowing how to communicate properly with your loved one afflicted with Alzheimer's, thereby causing unnecessary emotional outbursts and unmanageable behavior, not knowing when and if you should seek home care or admit your loved one into a nursing home, and how to pay for it without going broke. Any of these and many more common mistakes could cause irreparable harm to your own health, your finances, and your life. Step 3. Get educated about Alzheimer's disease, the key aspects of caregiving, and all the options that are open to you. If you're like most Alzheimer's caregivers, you've probably done your share of jumping from one website to another, looking for information about Alzheimer's that is scattered all over the internet. This is the wrong way to get educated. Why? Because much of the information you'll find online might seem to make sense to you or even appear useful, but in actuality, there exists a lot of erroneous and inaccurate information, half-truths, and factoids on the web, masquerading as the truth. If you base your actions upon such information, it will cost you dearly in the long run. Don't be a do-it-yourselfer when it comes to being informed about Alzheimer's caregiving. Rely only on authoritative information. There's a little-known network of caregiving advocates, healthcare experts, financial planners, legal advisors, and everyday people who've successfully managed all the caregiving aspects of Alzheimer's. They have spelled out in simple terms all the right strategies that will make you feel confident that you're doing the right thing for your loved one and yourself every step of the way. From this one-of-a-kind network, you'll learn things you won't find anywhere else. Did you know, for instance, that using traditional psychological principles are counterproductive and seldom work on a patient afflicted with Alzheimer's? Instead, there's a powerful technique that allows you to gain control of practically any problematic situation with an Alzheimer's patient. There are communication strategies that work like magic in maintaining peace, preventing agitation, and preserving the dignity of your loved ones suffering from Alzheimer's, even when memory loss is at an advanced stage. There's also a simple and easy solution for causing a person with Alzheimer's to do what you want them to do without coercion and without having to give verbal commands. And if the process of caregiving is driving you up the wall, there is a secret to safeguarding your emotional, physical, and psychological health. and even your sanity as your loved one's Alzheimer's disease progresses. This little-known secret is used by many successful Alzheimer's caregivers for rising above the harsh reality of Alzheimer's in the family, and even finding the strength, the sense of humor, and the hidden blessing behind it. And finally, step 4. Take action. If you learn only one thing from this video presentation, let it be this: not taking meaningful action is the worst thing you can do. Why? Because once Alzheimer's disease is officially diagnosed, it's already at an advanced stage, and it may be progressing rapidly. Your window of opportunity for protecting your loved one and yourself from certain disaster is closing quickly. When it shuts for good, you could be left with no options, not only for your loved one with Alzheimer's, but also for you and your family. The key to successfully coping with Alzheimer's in your family is to accept the things about Alzheimer's disease that you cannot change, but do manage the parts of Alzheimer's caregiving that you can control. Send for the full story that will enable you to create an effective plan, avoid costly mistakes, get educated, and take meaningful action by scrolling to the bottom of this webpage and filling out the form, or by visiting this website, www.alzheimersresourcekit.com/full story.